Hey everyone, I have another unboxing video to do for a product that I just got from Noble Knight Games. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. This one is a little different from other ones that I've done in that I intend for this to be something that just goes in the collection. It's supposed to be shrink wrapped, and usually I'm one that enjoys just actually playing with my toys and getting the books and using them and everything. This one is more of a collector's thing for me. So let's see what we got. And, oh, there it is right there. Okay, so it wasn't buried in the box at all. So there we go, Khyber's Harvest. This one was part of Free RPG Day in 2009. And it's got a little logo up here that indicates that. You can see that it is still shrink wrapped. It has not been opened. It's got a dungeon tile. It looks like just one dungeon tile, probably two-sided, I think. On the back, that is solid cardboard, so that's holding the shape. And then the rest of it is just a small adventure with some pre-generated character sheets. So I'm going to pull up the PDF in a second, and we'll actually look through what's inside. But I plan on leaving this one inside the shrink wrap, since it's the type of one that I definitely want to keep in its original condition. And since it's just a small adventure that was part of the Free RPG Day, I think I want to just keep it like this. So but let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside this particular book. So what we can see is we've got, it is a pretty small adventure. It is, because it was Free RPG Day, it is all black and white. There's no color inside the book, and the cover of it was nice full color, but the everything inside is just black and white, which you would expect since they were giving these away for free. At least as far as I can tell, they were giving them away for free, and they would fit with the name. So the gist behind this adventure is you are going into a village in the Shadow Marches. The village is called Blackroot. And let me pull up real quick my map of Eberron. This one is actually set in Eberron, and we can look at where the Shadow Marches are. They are way off over here in the west area. So it's this region out here. I don't see Blackroot on the map. It is a very small village, so I'm not sure if it shows up on some other maps or not. But this is the section of Eberron where the Shadow Marches are. And flipping back over to the book itself. So take a look at the synopsis of it. Is that the adventurers get to this village and they discover that the person they were coming there to meet has disappeared. And as they do some investigation, they find that there's some caverns underneath the village, and they start having encounters with different cultists and make their way to where they find this magical gate that has been put together. As they pass through the gate, they get even deeper into the reaches of Khyber, which is an underworld shaped by the power of Zoriat and Mabar. And there they fight a bunch of other monsters along the way, and eventually defeat the main villain, who I believe is Turash. It looks like who it is. So, and then they have to free the town from all of that. So that's the gist of it. You know, just taking a look through the adventure. There are a couple hooks that they give you to tie it to any other campaign that you have, and as well as a little bit of history and such that you can give to the characters if they pass a skill check. Then we get into the encounters themselves. It is a relatively short encounter. It's supposed to get you from level 2 up to level 3. Low-level characters, nothing too special here. It's pretty standard type of adventure. The encounter 0 is just getting into the town. Encounter 1 is actually a skill challenge. So right off the bat, more doing some role play as you're searching for your contact that you were trying to find who has gone missing. And then once you've then entered into the dungeon crawl portion of it, you've got a cavern entrance and you get a bunch of different encounters there. I don't know how many of these, I didn't look to see if these are coming from other dungeon tile sets, because this one only comes with what looks like probably 2 particular tiles. And then the rest of it, I'm presuming, comes from other dungeon tile sets. Very, very tight encounters. Some of them are only 1 page. A couple of them span a couple pages. And you make your way through. You eventually find this gate that you then pass through, and then that leads you to the final encounter where you face off against Turash and free all of the people that have been taken prisoner from this town and set them free. So there are some other types of challenges in here. There's in combat, there's the skill challenge that it starts with, and other things along the way. So it's a pretty good introduction for Free RPG Day. You figure it was something that was designed to get people into the hobby. You show up at a game store, you get an adventure, and you get to play it perhaps while you're there. Really kind of an interesting approach, and I think it's a pretty good introduction. Maybe it's even one that I might try to use in a future tutorial video of some sort. At the end, you get a wrap up. I like that there's some other things that you get here. So there's an artifact that shows up, and it gives you a little bit of information about role playing. You get the dwarf paladin character. You get a human artificer, then a half-elf sorcerer, an invoker, which is actually one of the Eberron classes. And then you get a Warforged fighter, so now you get in an Eberron race then. And actually, if I go back for a second, the Kalishtar, I believe that's a race for Eberron as well. So another pre-gen there, and then the final page of it is that. So that's basically the gist of it. It's very short. I mean, this whole set is only like 31 pages long. Like I said, this one is just going to go in my collection as something that I wanted to hang on to. I eventually have a goal of trying to collect all the different 4th edition stuff. Most of the things I will use and look through and do what you're supposed to do with them. I may try to find an opened version of this so that I have a physical copy that I can work with. But yeah, that's what I received today from Noble Knight Games. This is one for my collection. So it's a pretty interesting little adventure, and was given away as part of Free RPG Day in 2009. So you can actually get this adventure free from DriveThruRPG. I'll put that link down in the description if you are interested. But let me know your thoughts about it if you have played it, or if you have thoughts from what we just shared. I'd love to hear from you as always down in the comments. Until next time, take care.